Greetings fellow assassins. With many people still slashing away at their first or even their second playthrough of Mirage, I wanted to share some tips and tricks that I discovered along the way. Hopefully, a few of these tips will assist you in your pursuit of becoming the Master Assassin. One awesome skill to learn early on is the Chain Assassination perk. Now, don't be fooled, this skill shows the animation of a throwing knife, but you can actually use it to take down two guards standing together at the same time. Keep in mind that the animation for this ability is a bit wonky. After you disable the first guard, the second might try to attack, but once you're no longer stuck in the animation of taking down the first guard, you can quickly move on and eliminate the second one by tapping the reliable assassination button. Now let's discuss these Khidmah tokens. These tokens have three different types. Merchant tokens, which you use to open locked treasure chests, blend in with merchant groups, or get discounts from traders. Scholar tokens, which are used to hire musicians to distract guards and buy maps from the cartographer. More on that later. And power tokens. These are used to hire mercenaries and bribe the town crier to reduce notoriety. Additionally, all three tokens can be used as bribe currency with NPCs as dialogue options. The most common way to get them is by completing Hidden 1 contracts. However, another easy way to obtain these tokens is simply to travel to the round city at the center of Baghdad and do some pickpocketing. If you manage to successfully pickpocket, you can easily grab some precious jewels and sell them to a merchant, making your coin stash sparkle like a disco ball. And if you don't want to bother with the pickpocket minigame, or you just generally find it difficult, you can always turn the minigame off in the settings. You may notice that some NPCs have an icon above their head, indicating that they possess a mysterious shard. You have the option to pickpocket these enemies, or if you prefer, eliminate them with your trusty steel and loot their bounty. Once you have collected all 10 shards, you can use them to unlock a treasure that's located in a cave at the Northern Oasis. Let's shift our focus and discuss skill points. We want them and they got them. Now, here's something to consider. Acquiring skill points isn't limited to just following the main story. There are other ways to acquire them. You can obtain these through completing specific side activities such as hidden contracts, by completing the Tales of Baghdad, and even by discovering lost books in the open world. Which brings me to my next point. You're not stuck with the skills that you've picked and can reset them anytime you want. Just head over to the skill tree menu and look for a button that lets you reset your skills. So go nuts, try a few variations and see what works best for you. Embrace the freedom to experiment and unleash your inner Master Assassin. And don't worry about running out of skill points, there are more than enough in the game to unlock everything in the end. Although chances are you'll probably finish the main story before getting all the skills, depending on your appetite for distractions and detours. Another useful tip is to visit the cartographer in the round city. This will let you purchase the locations of hidden treasures, which will then be marked on your map. It's a great way to uncover those collectibles that you might have missed in the open world. If you are someone who enjoys exploring, I recommend considering this option only after you have searched the world for all the treasures you can find. And for my final tip, you might come across some collectibles like artifacts that aren't always displayed on the map. To find them quickly, you can use your eagle to fly around the whole zone and track down that sneaky little collectible and show it who's boss. Once you spot the collectible, drop a pin on it for a fast and easy find. And that concludes our journey through these tips and tricks for Assassin's Creed Mirage. If you found this video as helpful as a hidden blade in a haystack, please give it a thumbs up so I can continue bringing you more gaming content. If you have any tips and tricks, feel free to comment them down below. And remember, in the game of life, stealth is the ultimate weapon. Until next time, happy gaming.